In this video, we're going to learn how to access and download stock data from the CRSP database. On the Google search interface, you're just going to type SCU's library database. Usually the first or second link is the one you're looking for. Just click into it. And now you see all the databases our school subscribed to. They're arranged by the alphabetical order of the first letter. So click into C and scroll all the way down. CRSP database is located at the bottom of the page. By clicking to the link, you're directed to the Words interface. So Words is a database manager that's managed by Wharton School of Business. So here on the Words database, you are prompted to enter your SCU email address because as our school have purchased their databases, so by entering your SCU email address, they will send you a confirmation email to verify that you go to SCU so you can use their databases. And another robot, and click submit. And an email is sent to your SCU email account that contain the link for a day pass for using the Words database. So what you're gonna do next is go to your SCU email account. Usually the email will arrive pretty fast after you submit the inquiry for a day pass. And now just click into this link right here. It will direct you to the Words interface where you can have access to CRSP, CompuStat, all the databases that we'll need for this class. So under Get Data, find CRSP, click into it. And the sub-database you need is stock security files. And usually you use the monthly stock file or daily stock file, depends on what is the time interval that you're interested in. In this case, let's use the daily stock file. So once we're here, you can start to specify what is the downloading criteria. The first step is to ask you to input a time range. Say, I want to download data from 2008, beginning of the year 2008 to end of year until 2018. Okay, so here you can modify the time range to the one that you want. Be aware that there's a limit, there's a downside for using CRSP. Well, the downside is they only publish data by the year end of the previous calendar year. So we're standing in 2020, so that means the most recent stock information you can obtain from CRSP is by December 31st, 2019. They don't have any more recent data beyond that point. Okay, but they have all the historical data before that point. Okay, so in step one, you specify your download range, and in step two, you specify what is the company that you want to download information for. There's different ways you can specify what is the company you want to download information for, using the ticker symbol or a CRSP specific permanent number or permanent call, QSIP number, or other ID information. So once you select ticker, here you're gonna put in the company's ticker symbol. For example, I'm gonna put in the ticker symbol for the fan stock. So Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and Google. So Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and Google. And moving on to step three. Also, I want to just note that in the future, once you start working, if you want to analyze the entire universe of CRSP data, you can select this option here, search the entire database. So if you check this box, then CRSP is going to download everything in their universe for you. So if that's the case, your query will take forever to run. But for our class, we only need to download a few stock ticker symbol for demonstration purpose. So this option is not relevant to us. So we'll select the first option. So step three is a place where you can specify what are the variables that you want to download. So for our course, I want you to download company's name and ticker symbol. to use both of the variables as unique IDs for the companies that you're downloading information for. The reason for that is because the ticker symbols are usually recycled if companies become delisted from the stock exchanges. So if you use combinations of company name and ticker symbol, then together you can verify this is a unique company that you're downloading information for. Okay, and scroll all the way down. There are different information that you can download from CRSP, but we don't need them right now. Also select price. Price here is in reference to the last trading price of the company you're downloading information for. And also scroll down and select what is the return on S&P composite index, because for the lab session, we want to use S&P composite index as a benchmark index for the company that we're analyzing. Scroll all the way down. And here is where you can limit the scope for the variable that you're downloading. For example, you can limit the scope for the price. You only want to download price greater than $100. Or you can limit the scope for S&P returns if you only want return that's between 2% and 5%, for example. But for our exercise, we don't really need to sort of impose any kind of limitation on variables. So we'll just remove these conditional statements. And moving on to step 4. Step 4, I want you to download the data into the CSV format. Okay, so technically speaking, you can either download data into CSV or the Excel spreadsheet format. But the problem with Excel spreadsheet format is based on my past experience, they usually contain bugs. Okay, so if you download data into this spreadsheet directly, then sometimes the timestamp, like the timestamp column in your downloaded sheet is wrong. So I don't want you to use this download format. Please download all the data to CSV. You don't have to compress it because it's not that large. And for the date format, let's just use the most common date format, the MMDD format. And moving onwards. If you're entering a very large data query, then you can input your email address here. So Words know to send you a notification email once your query is done running. But since in our case, we're downloading a small data set, we don't have to use this option. And we're just going to go ahead and submit query. You see, once we have done that, the query is being processed, and it should be pretty fast for Words to finish downloading it. And now you have the query here, you have the downloaded data here. So you can either click into this link and it will download automatically for you, or you can right click to save this link, this database onto anywhere in your computer.